Let's try that again. Good morning, lads, lasses, and you non-binary folk. How are we all feeling today? Good to see you're always as quick as the drawer as ever, Siberian. Goodness. I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on, frankly. I'm just a mess in the morning. A mess, I tell you. Stand up a bit more. Well enough. Wow. Suppose that's all we can hope for. Let's see if anyone else joins us in this time. But, what's our life-giving drink for today? Look at that, positive. Me, not a morning person? No. I don't know what Tiberian is. But I have the life-giving drink that is tea, to at least make me nervous and anxious. Well, water is a life-giving substance. Mine has also got water in it, but also milk. I had cornflakes this morning. No drink right now. Good, good. Now, more Drake. Because I was feeling more Nathan Drake. Because I was feeling a bit creatively bankrupt today. Very tiring week. And it'll be very tiring for a while, so maybe I'll just keep playing games. I wake up in the afternoon, so I don't know if that applies to me. Well, it all depends on how you feel when you actually get up. I think that's what it more is about. After a long period of sleep. Are you functional? Are you not? Could you get up and solve a crossword puzzle very quickly? Or do an exam? I don't know if that's the application for it, but that's usually what people say. Should jump over to the game screen. There we are. If I remember correctly, we finished off at the beginning of the next part of the vehicle section. More flying around in that jet ski. Nope, scream cut off again. How very strange. I wonder why it does that. As much as I'd also love for today to be a very long stream, I've unfortunately got a physiotherapist appointment to go to after this. So it'll be a strict 2 hours at most. Because this old man needs to take care of his body. And also use the free stuff given to me by the government. Gotta love those free physios. Now, other than me... What is it? Boasting about getting free stuff from the government. Let's start this game, shall we? Tell me if anything's different or strange, if the sound is alright. As I am 150, I'm behind you, although my misses appear almost instantly. Interesting. The bloody OBS is also saying that I'm constantly peaking. Am I? It's going constantly into the bright red. Though I don't think the mic's anywhere different. Strange. Wonder why it's doing that. Oh well. I don't know why I did a donut. I was trying to be a hoon. There we are. Boom, boom. Ow. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do the very... Can we do slow? Yes, okay. This is how we're doing the whole level. I'm gonna be like that elderly person in front of you on the highway. That really shouldn't be driving anymore. Certainly not getting any speedrun records with me. Oh, he's Oh, where is it going? Oh, silly, cheeky sod, shooting at me. I don't know why, I'm an old man, I don't know why I need to act like an old woman, but, yeah, well. The comedic effect. Old women are funnier than old men. Old men are just creepy. Oop. Oop. Oh, good, he's went for a dip. Liking the water? Looks quite nice. Probably full of snakes and terrible bacteria. Let's just hope this is one of those locations that have one of those bacteria that like having, a trip up the wrong direction when it comes to the groin area. Where are those? I can't remember which one that is in. Frightening little bacteria, though. How? Why is that one not blowing up? An old man mocking old people. Hey, if anyone should be mocking old people, it should be me. I've earned that, bloody right. I can mock my peers. Just like I've mocked every single job I've ever worked. And frankly, being old is a full-time position. Oh wait, I just realised this bloody place has checkpoints. Nope. Didn't see that. I'm amazed. Checkpoints, people. Checkpoints. What an evolution in technology. Oh. That's where the other guy was. Don't blow myself up, I always did that. There we are. Yep. Went straight through his legs, what a lucky man. Shame that I have infinite ammo and I really don't know where she's keeping all these grenades. That's actually quite a worrying thought. It's like waiting for the elevator. Oh, wonderful.
You've got to get to that tower. I'll meet you back at the customs house.
Alrighty then. I don't know how I'm gonna get back to the customs house. Oh! Turned up just in time for me to die, mech. Bloody hell. And hello, mech. It's good to see you back. I got a bit farther. I did quite well with the vehicle section this time. I only died 3 or 4 times. Ow! I really don't understand how these places and hit boxes work. Do I have any other guns? Yes, I do. Come on, fellow. There we are. Wonderful. Anyway. Oh, no, not what I wanted. I wanted this. Anyway, I'm sure I'm going to get back to the customs house in some large and explosively bombastic way, I'm sure. This is Nathan Drake we're talking about, after all. If there isn't an explosion involved in the destruction of valuable natural history, and just normal history, then really what's the point? Can I swim? We're about to find out. Ah, yes I can swim. I knew I could swim, I just didn't know if I could swim in this particular water. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, bloody hell. Yes, I think I'm dead. Can predict my own death, it seems. Good cup of tea. Oh, don't you run away from me, you cheeky sod. Bang, 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 bang. Did you run away from me, you little... There he is. That's what I was looking for. That shiny little noggin of his. It's a bit more shiny now. There's just too many people. I think the shotgun needs to come out. I've got 3 shots for it. I can eliminate 3 more people than I would normally. Yes, I wanted that too. Okay, 1 down. 2 down. Ah, bloody hell. Goodbye, me. Oh no, I'm alive. Shockingly enough. Oop, and he's dead. Very good. Grenades. Whoop. Well, that worked out fortuitously, didn't it? At least the other ones are easier. The first game in most series always seems to have the most balancing issues. Yes! I could have sworn. Maybe it's because the second one is the one I have the most experience with, but it took a lot longer for old Nathan Drake to take the fatal blow in the next games. I feel in this game he's a... It's like a warmed up piece of cheese. First bullet hits him, blows him apart. You know, I'm not sure if this was the right word, but I'm starting to think I did the right thing. Leap! Ooh. That would have hurt. That sort of leap isn't easy to do. Then again, I'm not the only one who's made that bloody observation. Let me guess. More gunfight? Yep. That was a good throw. On a trip he did. Oh bloody hell, there's one of those fellas. There's always one of those bloody fellas. Ah. I'm just gonna stay here. The shrapnel may be what it wants to be. Lodged into my chest. Oh, that guy just died. Oh. These guys have got to start running away from their grenades a bit quicker. At this point, I think enemy grenades have a higher hit count than I do. Give me that, Wes. Bang. Ow, bloody hell. Why do I keep aiming for people's heads? That was just me being stubborn. Oh, hello. I see you there. Come on, give me a knee. I'm gonna kill you with major trauma to the hands. Aha! Well, that worked out shockingly well. Bloody motion controls. Why can't I just throw a grenade? Goodness, it's like a game of whack-a-mole. Welcome to Nathan Griggs sits behind a wall until his screen turns back from grayscale. The most exciting gameplay. Drake's grayscale. Very charted. It's just a bloody game of... Very cinematic. Give me that, Wes. Getting lazy. Try this again, shall we? In the morning? Unless he wakes up in the morning in another world, then maybe it would, but... Oh, nice dive there, mate. Ow, bastard. Ah. That was a terrible throw. Oh no, apparently it wasn't. Right between the eyes, eh? One day they'll run out of bloody pirates. Now, after that very successful gunfight, let's pick up our spoils of war. Shockingly limited ammunition.
Okay.
Destructible cover, apparently. Yes, I have noticed it a few times. Their cover held together by hopes and dreams, it seems. I've seen them a few times. Though sometimes their destructiveness is very variable, I've noticed. Sometimes the cover will be shot to pieces and... Oh, hey mate. I can never get that brutal combo to work anymore. I'm just not brutal enough. Too kind a man. Righty then. Bit weird that there was just two random more people, but alright. Be not I to judge people hiding from the terrifying force of nature that is Nathan Drake. Bullets whizzing past his head like they don't even exist. That's the tower I want to be in, so I assume there must be something climbable inside of it. I guess the chain? The chain probably works. Bit conspicuous. No? Ah, alright. Huh. I'm surprised that wooden system even still works in such a wet location. Especially such a delicate thing like wooden cog and wheel. Clearly built this place very well. Chain. Indeed. Just don't step off the edge while trying to push this one. That could be troublesome. can hear the old PlayStation 3 trying very hard. I sort of missed the sound of disk drives. I had one in the old tower that... Bloody hell, Drake. Oh dear goodness. Fell so hard he split through the laws of physics. Oh dear. Became one with the cosmos just then. What was I saying before Nathan Drake decided to ascend into a new plane of existence? Such my... Ah yes, disk drives. An old disk drive. I miss them. Do like the sound of when you started up an old computer. One of the IBMs. Just jump! Stop phasing through existence and bloody jump! I swear to God, Nathan. If you do this to me again, I will... Well, I can't say throw you off a cliff because you're already doing that. Turn the game off, perhaps? Maybe that's more threatening. I don't know what's threatening to a video game character. Which version? That weird ovular one, I think it's the Super Slim, I believe they call it. I'm not too sure. I never really cared about the thing. I got it second-hand years ago and it's still working. But it's that ovular-looking one with the ridges pattern on top of it. The disk drive slides open on the top. Oh, dear God. Am I now? Goodness. Yes, it does have a manually closing door. Drake, what the hell was that? Man loses his footing more than I do. That's the Super Slim. Ooh, fancy name. I genuinely had no idea there were so many PlayStation 3 models. See, I never got the PlayStation 3 model until it was quite... That was... Well, I got the Xbox 360 pretty soon after it came out, maybe a year or two. But I hadn't... Oh wow, these books are well preserved. Hadn't really gotten that much into the console shenanigans. Until... Alright then. Just going to check the other room, good God. So yes. 3 major virgins, good God.
Let's find a way to the harbor and hope the boat's still...
How many problems were there the first two? I genuinely didn't even realise that were that many. I remember the first one because that's what it was announced and I saw the news about it, but didn't realise it was 2 more, and this was the 3rd. I thought this was like the 2nd or something. Makes me think of how many versions of the PlayStation 2 there were. Because I had a large one, a non-slim PlayStation 2. They were too expensive. Fair enough. So they were slowly making it less expensive. Yes, I remember there being a very thin version of the PlayStation 2. A real great way to look at the difference in technology.
This looks right.
The first PlayStation 2's massive chunky things, and the last PlayStation 2 about the size of a small children's book.
Whoa, reading 16th century Spanish? Not just a grave robber after all, huh?
Right here. Gold statue. Weight 20 arrobas. That's over 500 pounds. That's gotta be it.
Ooh. Big statue.
Wow.
There you are.
El Dorado. Seems consoles have a real problem with not being cheap with their first model. The original fat PS3 had PS2 hardware support, I think. Ah.
Oh. Yeah. I guess you could say say that?
Huh. I had you pegged as more of a woman in every port kind of guy.
Don't I wish? No, this was Francis Drake's rig. I, kind of inherited it.
Sic Parvis Magna?
Like the very first model released. Interesting.
Check out the date.
29th of January 1596.
One day after he supposedly died.
Wait, what are these numbers right here?
Coordinates, right off the coast of Panama.
Oh, so that's how you found the coffin.
Yeah, that's right.
Fancy.
See, Drake left this as a clue to pinpoint the
You could learn Linux until it got patched out. Interesting. Didn't realize I could run Linux.
But we're still going for that boat.
This high adventure. Hard to find a working one.
This is as close as we're getting to El Dorado.
Why'd you just tear the page out? That was a piece of history right there. Speaking of interesting, hard to find the working ones and patches. My nephew, my oldest nephew, made a PlayStation 2 out of PlayStation 2 parts. He made one of the fat PlayStation 2. Oh, hello. He made one of the fat PlayStation 2s out of working PlayStation 2 parts from other... What the hell? What's that? And he actually added a patch, an actual physical data patch, like a little chip, so he could play illegally downloaded games on it. On non-official discs. It was quite amusing, actually. It's a shame I don't have the old thing anymore. I had it for quite some time. Ended up throwing it out, because it wasn't actually working. And it had trapped one of the Spyro games in it, and one of my nieces wanted the original Spyro games altogether. So, had to pull the damn thing apart to get it out of the disk drive, which had been well and truly locked up after all these years. But it was quite amusing pulling apart the board and finding a physical patch in it. Suppose that was back in the day where chipboards were not nearly as complicated, and physically patching something is much more feasible. Oh, bloody hell, there's a grenade launcher guy. Of course there bloody is. But once I start playing PS2 game, once I get that bloody upscaler, I'll be playing on this slim PS2. Tiny little thin one. Come on, Drake. Oh, bloody hell. Meow. Oh, hello, Panda Nose. It's been a while. Didn't realize you'd turned into a cat. I was always under the impression you were some kind of sleep-deprived sloth. Your transformation is truly surprising. That was a bit mean for your first introduction, but yes, good to see you. It's a game that you'd probably love. Justified Massacre. The video game, otherwise known as every action movie in the last 30 years. It's not as insidious as the Hitman series, but it's fun. Goodness gracious, this guy. Pow, 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 pow. Come on. I love the murder. Of course you do. Would expect nothing less of you, Panda Nose. Oh, bloody hell. Didn't press it fast enough. What's that? Grenades and shotguns. Goodness gracious, how many shotguns did I have around this place? I was trying to think of a funny pun for shotguns, but I couldn't think of one fast enough, and the moment has passed. How beautiful.
Oh, I don't see any boat, Nate. Looks like we missed our chance.
No, there it is. On the other side of the harbor. Come on.
Hey, you know what? Why don't I just wait here and you can, swing around and come back and pick me up?
Okay, what are you up to?
Mm-hmm. Very suspicious.
I just wanna, you know, stay here and get some more footage.
Get some B-roll.
I'll be safe.
All right, fine. But promise me you'll stay put.
Mm-hmm. They added a ghost face in the Call of Duty Black Ops and Warzone. Oh, I see. So you can finally cosplay as yourself in those games, can you? Whee! Yep. Oh. I knew this was gonna bloody happen. Weird that they put the X symbol up way before I had to actually press it. That was strangely paced. Toom. Lock. Bloody lock. There it is. Way! I also have a panda outfit, but it's either that or the ghost face. Which should I get? Oop, trapped.
Who's this now?
Ooh.
It's not one of Eddie's.
Gold. Panda outfit or ghost face? It's a difficult decision. I have the PS3 sim. Never, just never play it. Have to get a new hard drive for it sometime. Don't even, well, I suppose it makes sense. You could probably replace the hard drive. Never really thought about that sort of stuff. I just always took hardware as they could be. Now, ghost face or panda? Preferably, I like the panda. It seems much more hilariously adorable and insidious to have. Oh, an M4. Imagine the ghost face with a signature knife and bloody guns have tracer rounds that turn enemy into pieces. Well, I think that's a personal preference thing. An M4 is certainly a difference from an AK-47. We're not dealing with just pirates anymore, it seems. Yes. Panda knives, I personally find it funnier to be running around as a panda. But if you want to make bloody pulp out of your enemies, I suppose that's a preference of yours. Ow. Modern consoles only allow you to replace and swap out hard drives. Well, I knew that with things, but I knew that with the Xbox and the like, but I always thought it was some kind of proprietary hard drive you had to use. Oh dear, how'd that happen? I got players to play Marvel, another game I forgot. Sold it a couple of years later. Yes. Seems a thing with a lot of consoles. I've never really sold things, but that's just a personal preference of mine. I don't like selling stuff. That was a waste of ammunition. I have a bad habit of collecting things. Which is why I still have all these old consoles, even though I probably should have sold them. I still have my Xbox. Well, I do too. Wasn't mine originally, but the house turned into a bit of a storage unit.
Oh boy.
Mainly play on PS4. I mainly played on feel when I played games, I mainly played on Xbox, and then I moved to... So, I don't like keeping stuff around I'm not going to use. Well, the problem is I'm a very long-term thinker. I can convince myself at some point I'm going to use them. Soon I might get an actual PC. Ooh. Exciting. Joining the modern era of very expensive computers. Good luck with that, by the way. Good luck indeed. Look up the cost of a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee in good condition. That's why you never tried. Know that feeling. I assume you must have you've got a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee in good condition. Like during the era of playing CSGO. Hey, CSGO's been around for a while, there's a reason. I suppose it's the same reason as why people still play cricket, but, you know, it's a reason. I guess you were right about finding a use for the consoles later. Yes, I couldn't just give up them. I'm also very sentimental. That's another problem of mine. Oh yeah, Halo. To me, they all represented a sort of happy memories thing that I occasionally like going back to. 4,000 GPUs come out next year, do they now? They're really gonna try and make a new series of GPUs next year? With the with the chip shortage like it is? Goodness. They're bold. They are bold. I'll give them that. Ah, bloody hell. Let's just hope they're not nearly as big a jump as the 2000 to the 3000 series, because I got this bloody computer 2 years ago and now it's already very out of date. Frankly, it's upsetting. I like my... What the bloody hell just happened? I like my PC parts to incrementally go out of date year by year. Not instantly become inert because the other ones are too powerful. And being forced to sell my firstborn bloody son to afford one. It's gonna be another one of those fights, fellas. Yep, you'll be seeing that a lot, Panda. You're a terrible influence. I said bloody hell to myself unironically at work yesterday. Yes. The rural Australian will seep into us all. Ow, 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 ow. At least I'm not saying the more colourful words I know I would have said if I was a younger man. If I was a less reserved man, you'd be making your fellows at work blush like sailors that have heard something. That's for sure. Oh, bloody hell. It's a great one. Very versatile. Gives you a sense of class. At least that's what I like to tell myself. Perhaps it does, Cardbox. Perhaps it does. And it isn't cart. Right here, that wasn't even cover. I'm concentrating. Bastard. Cheeky sod. Stop dodging. They're bullets, you're not supposed to dodge them. Oh, you're Australian. I was wondering why people were saying good morning. Yes, yes, I am Australian. Do you think I was British or something? I do get that sometimes. But yes, fortunately and unfortunately, I am an Australian. Ah! There was one more! One bloody more of them. There are so many bloody people in this room. I think they're holding some sort of competition for who can be the worst dressed pirate. Yeah, to be honest, I did. Yes. It happens. Even other Australians think I sound British sometimes. Oh dear. Got quite the kick. I've been accused of being British before, and I shall be accused of being British later. Unfortunately, I grew up in a time where learning a form of received pronunciation was desirable in private schools. And I had a private school educated mother and father, so... Well, not private school educated father, but a private school educated mother. She was also an English teacher. So, you can see how those two things turned into that. The problem is there isn't enough bloody people in the room. You know, you are correct, Tiberian. There aren't enough bloody people. Stop throwing grenades, you cheeky sods. I feel like I'm playing Halo with that challenge thing activated. Skull? Skull. Skull. The skull that makes everyone throw grenades every 3 seconds. There you go one. It's just too I wish I could turn those bloody motion controls off, man. I think those motion controls will be the death of me more than once. The guy with the magnum. Forgot about him. Let's go deal with that guy first. You can? Where? Doesn't seem I can. Do I have to turn it off in the PlayStation itself? No! This is back in the era where when they had a gimmicky thing they wanted you to use, they really wanted you to use it. Back in the days. Back in the day, when they really, really wanted you to use their bloody gimmick. I don't think those grenades killed anyone. They did make me feel better. Where am I even getting hit from? Oh, that guy up there. I will end you and your whole family if you keep pissing me off. That was a bit ominous. There's no one else except for you, I think. Take it slow. Take it slow. Well, how long would it take me to start dropping swear words like I was a sailor? Make them feel pain. I'm intending to, Panda. I am intending to. Oh, bloody hell, who's that? Where the hell did you come from? And why are you crawling all over the floor? And how did you slide from that position? Cheeky bastards were adding more people to the fight without me noticing. Am I done? Are we done now? Good. Okay. Let's go. I feel like I should give this a bit of a save. Just in case. Just in case, you know? I said more, but you have a censorship thing, so I don't believe it didn't show up. Well, I don't actually have any censorship. It's YouTube that does. I didn't change anything about what the comments said. Don't think I could if I wanted to. I refrain from F-bombing because I'm not at the pub. That was grueling, it was, wasn't it? If I was at the pub, I'd be more likely to drop a casual swear word over here. But, well, there is one stream where I swore a lot. I believe it was the Blair Witch after the Blair Witch killed my dog. I was very upset. You can turn chat filter off. Oh, didn't even notice. Goes to show how much I read the bloody instructions.
Now is really not the best time.
Never is.
No, Nate.
What are you
You
doing?
really need to watch this. Just
What?
and hello. He's alive.
Sully lives. What a shock. Oh my god, if I had a surprised face, I'd be looking very surprised right now. But I only can look quizzical, so...
It's not exactly like they're holding them at gunpoint.
I know. Yeah, it seems weird.
Is that Joe? That isn't Joe. It's Sully.
No. Sully's a lot of things.
Nice try. I've had that one done to me before.
Which way were they headed?
Northish. Yeah, towards the
I have had that one done to me before.
It's gotta be the
I do some tutoring in English.
Let's go.
And tutoring in general for academic stuff. People have done it to me before.
Or we beat the crap out of him. Hell, I might just beat the crap out of him anyway.
A healthy relationship. I've dealt with teenagers before. I have been the victim of those more insidious ones. Like Mike Oxlong. I got done by that one once. That was embarrassing. Mike Oxlong. Bastard. Get over here. Come on, mate. Stop telling me how to do a bloody brutal combo. I'm aware of how to do a brutal combo. But you guys will never let me do it. Shut up. But yeah, I probably should have waited to heal, shouldn't I? I'm determined not to let this become another one of those last rooms. Okay, and stop. Turn. Shoot the guy upstairs. Well, that worked. Do you ever play Vice City? Only a short bit of Vice City, not much of it. This is going to end terribly. Me with the grenade launcher. Oof. It's a recipe for disaster. I've never been much an enjoyer of the GTA series. I had fun playing with my nieces and nephews when we played around with the cheat codes back on the PS2. That's one era of video games I don't miss, the constant hand-holding. I've recently been thinking of replaying Dark Souls, speaking of no hand-holding. I had quite a bit of fun with those series of games. You know, it didn't involve aiming and shooting, so I'm actually pretty good at it. So... maybe I'll get around to playing it on the channel at some point. Who knows? It's a pretty big game, so... ooh, fun. That's my favourite GTA. The others I don't like so much. Yes. I did love floating... oh dear. Watch your step, mate. I always put on the cheats. They were very fun. I think... which one was the game where you could spawn the tank, then turn off gravity, or turn off... oh no, the camera! That expensive piece of equipment. That would have cost so much in 1980s money. But what was the one you could get the tank, turn off inertia, or turn off like
It's okay. Come on.
I've forgotten the physics thing, but the thing that stops you, turn off drag essentially, and then shoot the main gun on the tank and slowly fly into the space. Was that GTA Vice? I can't remember. I never remember the names of these things. Yes, I did like that, where you could turn off gravity and shoot yourself into space using the cannon. That was very fun. To the infinite amusement of my young nieces and nephews at the time, probably too young to be playing GTA. Probably too young. GTA 3, you can shoot the tank gun backwards and go really fast out of the map. Maybe it was that one. I can never remember these things. Oop. It was so plain I thought it was out of bounds, but I was wrong. Is there one of those shiny treasures this way? Might have been San Andreas. I honestly didn't even know what the main character looked like. I wasn't really concentrating on it. I want to play GTA in real life. Well, you can. It is just the name of a certain crime, so... you can. Oh dear. Didn't even realize you could do that. I really wouldn't suggest playing GTA in real life. Especially if you live in America, I'd be worried to cross the police there in any case. You shouldn't have been by yourself. Hello. Should have just thrown him to the river. Probably been easier.
This river ought to take us right up to the monastery.
Oh no. Not a bloody vehicle section. It's time for old man Eric to drive at about 2 miles an hour. Our cops are a bit trigger happy. Well, I have my own complaints about our cops in Australia. Not quite the political conversation I want to have, mostly because the only problem I've ever had with the cops is when I used to work as a paramedic, and the fellows would just constantly make our job harder when it came to mental health patients. I know they were trying to protect us, but man, it gets annoying when they keep escalating the situation. I didn't want to draperido the fellow. But what can we do? They didn't get the training for it, so I can't really blame them. But I haven't actually turned up to a cop shooting before, so that's okay. Oh, she's got a pistol this time. Because there are explosive barrels just floating down the river like this is Donkey Kong. I'm going to get to the end of this river and there's going to be a large ape with a princess. I know his weren't explosive, but they were barrels. Oh, hello. Also, she's got some kind of chain-fed pistol. Hey, we're like a salmon! Going up the river. I know that's a really strange implication when there's two of us of opposite genders on this thing, but, you know, just take it as a joke. We're two salmon going up the river to spawn. Hopefully not respawn. They were flammable. Oh, were they now? I didn't actually remember that. I was never very good at those sort of arcade games. But then again, I didn't play many of them. I took people to arcades, but I never really played the games myself. I was more satisfied just watching others play. Oh, when did I turn around? I want to hijack cards IRL and use the weapon store in the glove box on the innocent. Oh goodness, mate. Any more ominous and planning that happens in my chat, I might start having to call some people. And you know, Mash, I hate calling government organisations. The real GTA. That's actually an unusual part of GTA. That's actually a game mechanic they should add. Each time you jump into somebody's car, there should be a random weapon you can grab out of the boot. Or maybe that would be some kind of multiplayer deathmatch sort of thing. Like one of those battle royales, except you jump into the car and search the glove box. It's the new $1 million ideas, everyone. Also, this wouldn't work. I just don't believe it would. The river would have to be a lot deeper than this. Rum bum! Rum bum! Random! Yes, $1 million idea. Do they have a car battle royale? That seems like something they would have already made by now. A car battle royale. I know they had old style car battle royales, like the battle mode of something like... I got to go. Have fun playing Shrek. This is my swamp. Get out of me, swamp. I can't ever do his accent. I just turn into a more rural Australian, like, get out of me, swamp, mate. Yeah. This is more swamp, mate. Anyway, it's good to have you, Panda. I hope you have the good rest of your day. Oh, the camera's giving me bloody seasickness. Bloody hell, it's hard to control this thing. Against the bloody current. There we are. That was annoying. An Australian doing an Australian accent. Australioception. Well, Australia has 3 accents. 3 major accents. There are variations in between, and you've got your dialects of the native communities. Why does this water look like sand? Because yes, what I speak in mostly this kind of more British sounding accent is called what, cultivated or educated Australian. I can't remember the wording. It's a pretentious sounding wording because it was probably made by the people who speak like that. I've read about that, yes.
Head up to the monastery and see what's going on.
Steve Irwin's accent is general, I believe. And I've forgotten the third name, but it's the more difficult to understand. The kind of country boy. Oh yeah, mate, yeah, it's down at the farm, mate, yeah. The one they barely speak. They barely open their mouth. They're like, General Australian and Broad Australian, that's it. Then I have the third accent, what I like to call the train station lurker. I need to grab their ammunition. The train station lurker's like, oh, yeah, you got a ciggy, mate. You got a ciggy, mate, yeah. That's that sort of accent. For some reason, it's almost exclusively used by people who smoke a lot. Maybe it's to do with the fact their lungs are breaking down, but, you know, who knows. Kick open! Strong kick. This is very nice. I like this. Now I'd like to go through a walk like a place like this. Something very magical about it. Feels like I'm about to go over the garden wall and disappear.
One of Eddie's goons could be up ahead.
Eddie's goons were up ahead.
Come on, we left those clowns in the dust ages
Oh,
ago.
wait.
Oh my god.
Back to the punji sticks.
Disgusting.
Was there even bamboo in this area?
So what? The Spanish booby trap to protect their gold?
This wasn't made by the Spanish. Take a closer look at the spikes.
You have got to be kidding me.
This is from our plane.
Oh, alright, not punji sticks.
That doesn't make any sense, though. Why would someone set traps like this when their own men are crawling all over the island?
They wouldn't. Something's been here since a trap was sprung.
Something or someone?
Well, it has feet that look sort of like a human, so
Hear that?
let's assume human until proven otherwise. Bigfoot has never been a good thing to guess at.
Absolutely nothing. We're being watched.
Watched.
Stalked, perhaps, is a better term for it.
Yeah, you know what? It's probably nothing. Let's just get out of here before we run into whatever's been chewing on this guy.
Okay.
Fun. And this is where the game starts turning into a thriller horror game, somehow. Oh dear, what's that?
Keep your head down. These guys have laser sights.
They don't need bloody laser sights to kill me. I think Steve Irwin's accent and the use of mate at the very end of every sentence. Well, you're not wrong.
Keep your head down. These guys have laser sights.
Mate is used constantly, and you'll notice it slips into my speech quite a bit too. I stopped using mate for a very long time because various jobs discouraged the use of mate. Service positions don't... It seems patronizing. Ooh, Desert Eagle. A lot of people say it's patronizing. When I worked as a paramedic, they said the same thing. They don't like you using mate when you're working. So I stopped using it as much, right? Well, these days I use it a bit more. That worked. This guy takes just as long as for me to aim. But yeah, Steve Irwin's crocky, mate. Yeah, crocky. Oh, this is a big mother.
Can't be far off if there are attack dogs at the
He's certainly a charming man. Those are called filling words. Yes, they do make for a difficult time when you keep using them. Oh, mate. Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Yeah. My filler word is, but yes. 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 You'll notice me using that a lot. Makes you sound, Makes you sound, what is it the word I'm looking for? Contemplative. Yes. Yes. Like you're listening to them.
I see them. Ready for
The most effective thing when... My current favourite, not gonna lie. That is one I've heard a fair bit. Now you mention it. I have heard that one. I sometimes wish I sounded a bit more Australian. I lament losing a lot of my very Australian-sounding accents.
I know, me too.
Oh, look.
Let's just find
Some kind of ominous occult symbolism. Fun. But it's a shame life took away the very Australian accent I had when I was younger. The only way I can sound very Australian these days is swearing a lot. And my particular words are, oh mate, yeah. Or putting on a slight accent on purpose, but, yeah, well. That worked. I have no ammunition. This is going to be troubling. Drawing up the last episode of Steve Irwin you saw. Yes, I remember that when that happened, you know. Real tragedy, that. I do remember seeing the news reports, and it was everywhere. Real shame, I just realised I've been looking sad for quite some time. Appropriate, but... this is not going to work. What is this guy doing? There, he realised what he was doing. I'm in a tough situation. I can understand why this game is making you so sad. Destruction of natural history and my face. Both tragedies. Please get them all. Oh yes. How did that not hit him in the head? Is that a bulletproof cap? Just gonna grab the M4 for now. Bit more range. Goodness, why can't I have the bloody laser sight? Let's get that spaz. I always said spaz 12 for some reason. That's probably not a good thing to say. Always misread it as spaz 12 for some reason. Is it spaz 12? Is the actual gun called a spaz? A nice try. This is called the SAS 12. Here we go, indeed. Ah, I see. Wow, time has not been passing as fast as I expected it to. Hey! Oop. Oop, that somehow worked. Didn't look like he could make that one. It's an impressive jump. Gun guys have their own way of saying everything, so I don't know. Well, neither do I. So I've lived in a country that hasn't had guns since I was a young man. Even then, those guns weren't very exciting. They were just your normal hunting rifles and hunting shotguns. Where am I going? Where's that beeping sound? Oh. Am I shooting this? That looks like it did something. Like carbine is pronounced carbon. And they don't like it if you pronounce it with a long I. Carbine. They don't like the bine. Carbine. Carbine. Bean. Carbine. Sounds like the cute name for some sort of buggy. The carbine. Some sort of green mini.
Here, I'll hold that while you brace the gate open.
Oh. Sounds dramatic.
Ready?
Okay, let it go.
Gently. Ah, I said gently.
That is a lot harder than it looks. Unless that gate is mostly rotted away, then probably could have kicked through it then. Who was that? How the hell is that grenade staying up there? Buzz off. Clearly it wants me to use the dragon sniper, so I will for now. There's a guy over here. This is not a good position to be in. People can get around me too easily.
Oh shit.
Wow, this shotgun's got quite the range on it. Now I can get the dragon sniper. Wait, is he shooting me with a pistol? There's clearly a sniper here. Why is the sniper down here? Anyone else? Hello? Oh dear. Yes. It's always one of those bastards. Now.
Don't need your head, asshole.
Sure. As long as you show me yours. Well, there's an equal exchange, shall we? Oh, got him. Wow, he could have shot me in the back all that time. Oh well. Okay.
That must be the library. Over there.
Well, we're not gonna waltz right in the front door.
Yes, we are.
Let's find another way in. Scope things out.
Damn. Is there another way in? Over here, perhaps? Ooh, a back entrance. Ooh, these lights are working. Those look electrical. Didn't know they had electricity in the 1500s.
Bar in the Philippines. Oh man, she had a smile that'd melt your heart. Bro, I swear to God, she'd just as soon kill you as kiss you if she caught you stepping out. Just a wee bit of a thing. She couldn't have been much more than 4'11". They called her the spinner because she.
Will you shut up, old man? You told us that one a dozen times already.
Does seem like that sort of thing.
What the hell is taking you so long anyway?
Well, maybe you hadn't noticed, but most of these books are half rotten.
Oh wow.
Written in Spanish.
Yeah, well, hurry it up. The boss is waiting on you.
Hey! Up there!
Ah, crap.
Yes, that's what you get for hiding behind a banister. Also, most of the textures and models in this room haven't loaded in properly. These wonderfully low definition textures. And this is such a beautiful library and they're shooting it up. Imagine the tourism dollars we could get from rich people.
Oh boy.
Watch out!
The Lost Colony. That would certainly be grounds for quite the tourist trap.
Son of a bitch!
This better be worth it.
Fancy. Shooting with one gun, is he? One cool boy. Why did it take so many bullets to kill that fella? Let's get this one from...
That's what I needed.
Where are you? Right here. Cinematic time.
Man, it's about time you showed up.
Well, you're looking awfully good for a corpse.
So you brought the girl.
Indeed he is.
The girl?
Hey, if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be getting rescued right now.
If this is a rescue.
What the hell does that mean?
You gotta admit, Sully, this all looks a little shady.
Yeah.
I mean, you tipping those guys off?
And miraculously showing up alive?
Now wait a goddamn minute. Roman had a contract out on me. I needed to buy some time. All right, stupid mistake. I didn't realize they'd try and track us.
Sully, we would have been headed home with the treasure by now if you had just for once kept your mouth shut.
You might have thought of checking for a pulse before running off and leaving me for dead.
Fair point.
Look, none of that matters now.
All right, so how is it you're standing here breathing and all, huh?
You are not gonna believe this. Huh?
No way. Old Francis took a bullet for you.
Yeah.
I thought this kind of thing only happened in the movies.
Yeah, well, it still hurt like a son of a bitch, I'll tell you that.
I bet.
Anyway,
Wow.
once they realized I wasn't dead, I convinced Roman that they would never find the treasure without me. So I've been trying to mislead him ever since, waiting for you to show up.
Well, where are they now?
Well, they're chasing a little red herring I sent him on the other side of the monastery to get rid of him. Look, Drake had it all figured out. See, that's the symbol the Spanish used to mark their secret vault.
Interesting.
The treasure is hidden right here in this monastery. Find the symbol,
And we find the vault.
we have everything we need right here.
I'm afraid of what we'll find in that vault. Nothing ever comes out of ancient Spanish vault.
All right, you boys aren't gonna get all chummy and leave the girl behind again, are you?
Don't even think about it, Sully. She's got a mean right hook.
I'll keep that in mind.
Very fun.
There's more to this room than meets the eye. Sure.
Yes, I just have to wait until the textures load in.
Something about these statues.
Yep, select. Matthew to the north. Mark to the east. John to the east, Mark to the west, and Luke to the south. Got it. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Old apostles, eh? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. There's a song about that, wasn't there? So Matthew's the angel. Mark's the lion bird. Luke's the weird goat. And John's the eagle. I don't know what that helps me with. They're all in the correct locations anyway. Is there any more pages to this book? Yeah, well, let's go up this ladder that I ignored last time. Am I missing some marking or something? This painting looks suspicious. Perhaps I have to get them to face north. Can I turn them?
Okay. Oh, that's not right.
Try checking the diary.
Oh, shut up. Matthew's looking at John. Let's try that. Matthew's looking at the eagle, goats, and looking at straight at the camera, it appears. The eagle. Wait. Interesting. Nope.
Hurry it up, Nate. We don't have much time before they...
Oh, shut up. Not very good with puzzles. Can't be as simple as them all facing their respective directions, can it? Surprised this mechanism still works. No? Yeah, I just didn't think so. So John's looking north, Matthew's looking east. Look at that. Where's the eagle? Yeah, east. So let's turn them toward the north. Who's looking east? Let's try this, shall we? Yep. Where's the goat looking? Nowhere, it seems. The lion is looking at the goat, so Luke would be south, correct? Yes. He's already... Hmm. Ah, bloody hell, I had to figure out a puzzle this time in the morning. The mark is west, Luke is south, Matthew is north. Let's try that. Matthew looking north. John looking east. Not that way, that's not east. Lion boy, Mark needs to be looking west. She is looking west. You need to be looking south. There we are. Goodness. Looking a bit too deep at them. Also, I'm not going to comment on the fact that seems to be an awfully inefficient way of doing things. Spiderwebs. I wonder what fun and exotic spiders live in this locale.
You know, this looks familiar.
Of course it does.
Another library?
The inverted torch leads to the land of the dead.
Do we have an inverted torch somewhere? Sorry about that. Somebody seemed to have wanted to call me. Forgot to turn it on silent. How unprofessional. I woefully apologize. 1,000 apologies, mate. Well, there is a torch. Alright. Took a while to load it up.
Wow. This looks promising.
It does. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me.
Here, let me see that.
Oh, this certainly looks ominous, mate.
You two sit tight. I'm gonna check things out.
Whoa, wait, no. You're not going out there alone.
Yeah, Roman's men are swarming all over this place.
Yeah, and one person will make a lot less noise than three. Come on, I'll be fine. And you guys will be safe here. They don't even know about this
I
room.
probably should close the entrance.
Take this with you. Leave it on channel 13. They don't use that one. And keep us posted.
All right, you got it. Close this thing back up.
Yeah.
Nate? Be careful.
Come on. I always am. Ah! I did not see that! Ah!
Yes, they were shorter back then. You've grown big and tall.
Okay, land of the dead. Here we go.
I got a voicemail. That's the first time in a very long time somebody's left me a voicemail. Good God. Wonder who called me. It's like the Harris Catacombs. No, it was fine. He was just trying to survive. We forgive him. Don't you worry. Sully is sort of seen as was a traitor for a while, but he was sending them red herrings, delaying, stopping them from getting to the treasure first. So he was on our side the whole time. He just, you know, had a contract out on him. It's a bit difficult to... Goodness gracious, this is some serious erosion. I think he's about to awaken an evil. Ooh. How very ominous, Mac. I've really got to stop doing that. Also, speaking of, how the hell are these guys in here? Didn't realise that. This was supposed to be a stealth operation. Where are you? I know there's one of you. Where are you gone? Wasn't there one more? Where did he go? Alrighty then. Maybe he sent him on a very terrible red herring. I suppose everything's collapsed these days, so it's entirely possible the red herring would have led to the same location anyway. You raise me up. That would have definitely been noticed. Let's make some noise, shall we?
You won't be so lucky this time.
Will I not be? Bloody hell. Why can I never hit these bloody fellows' heads? Grant me your head, you fool. That guy gave it to me, why aren't you? Where have I found these pirate goods, and how do they afford to hire them all? I guess they have very rich treasure hunters. Or gangsters. I can't remember what Roman is. Is he a gangster? I think he's a gangster. With a penchant for ancient and expensive treasures. So, you never know. That's some sort of gangster and they have all the money in the world, because apparently that's how gangsters work. Well, actually, that's not too unsurprising. The Italian Mafia did help
Something about this.
in World War II. Not World War II. Well, yeah, it would be World War II, wouldn't it? Tell me. Diary.
Two bells resound in perfect harmony.
Huh. Right. Don't know how that works. Man, I wish I had a doorbell like that. A lock system. Some kind of complicated lock system with bells and whistles, literally. All the bells and whistles.
We can do this, kid. How the hell does he think he's gonna get that statue out of here anyway?
Makes a good point. It is very large. And this is a very deep catacomb. For one island.
Ah, jeez, these places are
How many resources did these Spanish people have when they were building this church? Hello? Come on. You know you want to.
He's over there. I got him.
Well, that was surprising. Classic surprise death. Haven't had one of those in a while.
He's over there.
Skeleton. Just lying on the floor.
I see him.
You do. But I also see you. You and your bloody bulletproof hats. Music stopped. Clearly that means it's all done now. No? Well, alrighty then. Jumpy time! Whee! These legs must be tired after all this jumping and climbing. Never been much of a rock climber, but I do know how difficult it is. And gun to that arm.
What do you expect from me, Roman? My men are getting massacred.
I find it hard to believe that one man could wipe out your entire crew.
It's not just Drake, God damn it! I'm telling you, this island is cursed.
Enough. Take your sorry mob and go.
Wait, you can't cut me loose. You owe me a share of the gold.
Your share, Eddie, was contingent upon you doing what I required. You assured me that Drake was captured and the island secure.
Oh, this is bullshit, Roman, and you know it.
We're done here, Mr. Roger.
Ouch. I've had that happen to me before.
Remind me again why you employed that.
Excuse me. Goodness, sorry.
Well, you get what you
Ugh. That was a harsh one.
And what about you, Navarro? Are you worth what I'm paying you?
The vault's here. I'm sure of it. If Sullivan can be trusted...
Which he can't.
Look, he knows we'll kill him if he's lying.
He's stupid. He knows we'll kill him once we find the treasure. He has no incentive to tell the truth. Really, Navarro, sometimes I think you left your brains back in that slum where I found you.
I just need a little more time.
Chasing this treasure of yours is proving to be more trouble than it's probably worth.
I assure you, El Dorado is worth more than you can possibly imagine.
Somehow he seems to know more about it than everyone else does. Interestingly designed room, though. Guess they wanted to hear the dead when they were hanging out in their offices. One for the Vtuber sneeze compilations. Yes, that was a lot more high-pitched than it normally went. I was surprised. Sometimes I set off the dogs when I sneeze. Now I'm stuck in frown mode again. Did I sneeze so loud my model decided to frown, did it? Goodness. Dislodged something with that. Oh, goodness. Oh, the phlegm coming up. That started opening before I started pressing it. And shook. 15. On the trail of the treasure. I should save for one. We'll keep going for 15 minutes. Don't have to be anywhere until 1 o'clock, so it's fine. Clearly not going that way. We'll keep going for a tad bit longer. At this rate, we may just jump onto Uncharted 2 in the next stream. Yeah. Go on, you can catch yourself on that. Yeah. Come on, just stretch a bit more. You could totally reach that. Ah, well, guess we have to jump up the obvious climbing path. Whee. Actually, going to check how that sneeze sounds once this stream is back up. I'm going to check how the sound was. I'd be very interested. My sneezes vary wildly from normal human sneezes to earth-shattering sounds that scare dogs about 6 miles from me. Hey. When was that Uncharted remake supposed to be coming out anyway? Does anyone know? I was just thinking about it. Because if I really wanted to capitalise, I could wait until that thing comes out and just play the original Uncharted, because people will be searching for the remake and maybe I'll be able to catch some people. Insidious, I know. But, you know, it's something to think about. Wait. Up we go. Very quickly. Like a spider. Ow! Good on. I don't keep track of game releases anymore. I feel like it would be a bit pointless to track the re-release of a game. So don't worry. I keep forgetting how little health I have. Mostly because it's so wildly variable. God of War retrospective would be cool until the new one comes out. Ah. You know, I've never sat down and given the God of War stuff a good old go, you know? Revenge stories were never really my thing. But maybe. I also have to start thinking, it's October, isn't it? I should do some spooky stuff. I think one of my streaming nights is going to land on October 31st. So I really should figure out what I'm going to do for that. Read Edgar Allan Poe or something. Do a whole reading of something like The Forgotten City by Lovecraft.
Hey, you read me?
Yeah. Sully, I'm just going in circles here.
Well, the girl and I have been reading some of the books down here, and it looks like there's some kind of secret gallery at the top of the church. Can you get there?
Think so. Yeah.
All right. Give us a call if you find anything.
I heard that new, the most recent God of War was quite nice. Looked quite beautiful, and I will get around to playing it. I wonder if it's on the PS5. Maybe I'll do it when I get around to playing the PS5. May as well use it for something. It cost me an arm and a bloody leg. Well, it didn't cost me an arm and a leg, but it's more expensive than I'd normally buy in a single sitting. I also will probably be playing Demon's Souls on the stream. The one Souls-like game I have never played. So that'll be exciting. Oh, I did. Bit of an awkward angle. Bit strange this game would put awkward angles on, considering it never works well with them. So I might not make a stream. Well, yes. I've never been much of an endurance streamer, though I am thinking of doing a... It's something I've been thinking and chatting with my younger nephew about. After I finish up a few things that I'm doing these days, I'm thinking of doing, not really an endurance thing, it wouldn't be 12-hour endurance stream, you know, like a week of streams. That would be unique to any VTubers who do readings of old novels. Well, you found one, mech. If you go look back in my archive on my channel, you'll find I've read a lot of old stuff. Luto. No, clearly not, considering the name has escaped me. But then again, names of normal human beings escape me, let alone VTubers. But yes, I've been reading old stuff for quite a while, old poems. I was reading Grimm fairy tales recently. There it is. But yes, I keep saying I need to check out more VTubers, but then I get distracted by life and I forget to do it. So I realise I jump between conversations and those things. Juice and Trading VTuber I was talking about a few streams ago. I do remember something vaguely about that, yes. I just keep forgetting to check out other VTubers. I'm fairly busy off-screen, that's the problem. I'm even more busy these days for a few projects I'm working on that unfortunately aren't linked to VTubering. Though maybe linked to some exciting opportunities for an old man. But I promise you, it'll be my homework for next stream before tomorrow night. I'll at least check out something. While God of War 1 to 3, Ghost of Sparta was about revenge, God of War PS4 is mostly about redemption. Ah, a classic story. Do you think it's alright for me to have not played 1 to 3? What God of War games do I have to play? Though I could play them all, it depends how long they are, I suppose. I'm sure I could find them on PS3 and PS2. I think they were on PS3, right? Play the old original ones. Wait. Wait. And wait. I think we'll just make it to this fancy Spanish vault. Then we'll stop for today. Oh look! A giant ominous key! I wonder what that's supposed to mean. Alright. Guess we head back to the other side. Wait, wait, wait. Jump under the chandelier. Very strange style of chandelier. Any more attached to the ceiling? I'd think it was some kind of spiderweb made of steel. Let's pull down the other ominous giant key on the wall, with the clear channels. How am I supposed to get up there? How are they supposed to get up there? Did somebody pull out the bloody holy ladder? God has blessed this lava, and we shall ascend to heaven. In more ways than one, from what I remember about this. We guess. No? Damn. Ah, there's a chain. There's chains, it seems. Huh. Stairway to heaven. Stairway to heaven indeed. Wait. Ah, I didn't quite make it. Oh, I can jump from the keys. Silly me. I forgot that the monks of this particular hidden colony were parkour masters. They're all part of that bloody Assassin's Creed guild. Part of the assassins. Meh.
Huh.
Indeed. Indeed. I'm guessing it's this one.
Hello there.
And we look out. Ooh.
You gotta be kidding. Hey, Sully.
I'm here.
Remember Roman and Navarro? That red herring you sent them on to get them out of the way?
Yeah?
Well, they're sitting right on top of the treasure vault.
Oh, all my goddamn luck.
Look, I'm gonna need a diversion to get them out of there.
Well, recommend skipping around, but in order to get the full standard score of the PS4 game, it's recommended. Alright. I wonder if I'll stream them all though. Maybe I'll just do it as some homework. We'll see. It's something for a while away. I'll get down to the vault, because I imagine there's one more gunfight. But yes, I was thinking of, speaking of, sometime in November. Oh dear, I did not mean to do that. I was thinking of doing a week of streams. I've got some holidays at the time, and so I was thinking of perhaps doing a whole week of streams where I play 6 or so hours in the day. Start in the morning, go into the evening, something like that. Who knows? Haven't quite decided.
Sullivan has escaped. Spread out. Find him.
Good. Actually, I think against this was probably better judgment has prevailed. You might have to stop for there, because otherwise I'll be stuck getting shot to death about for the next hour and a half. I've got a places to be, unfortunately. Sorry I said I'd continue, I'm not going to. I think we'll stop there for today. Let's jump over to the note time. There we are. Oh, goodness. But yes, I'm thinking of doing a week, 5 days of constant streams, probably all in the morning, because that's when you Americans are more likely to catch them. Unfortunately, Australia isn't a very big market, and I don't speak Japanese. Go stream. Oh, thank you very much. I try my best to entertain. What is the word? The phrase? I aim to please. And thank you for watching, Tiberian. And everyone else. There's been quite a few lurkers that have jumped in and not said anything. But yes. Not yet you don't speak Japanese. Hello, Uber. Speaking of lurkers. It's been a while. TY. Thank you to you too, Cardbox. See, I know the lingo. TY, thank you. But yes, how do you think a week of streams and have a good day? I don't think that's how that's used, but yes, it is a greeting, unfortunately. I've tried to use g'day as a goodbye, but it doesn't work as well. But it is very good. Good day, mate. Yeah. Yes. How do you all think of a week of streams that are longer? I'm thinking of grabbing a heap of the old PlayStation games that I've got and just playing the first section of them. Perhaps just random games or perhaps suggested games. Maybe I'll finally organise some more collaborations. We'll see. But it's something in the works. Something I've been thinking about. I might finally get around to singing again, too. It's been a while. I have sung a lot on the stream, but, you know, not as a proper concert style. Other than that, it's been a very good stream. I quite enjoyed that. Why not? Content is more. More content is more. That's true. But I'll have to organise what I'm going to do. And I might need to contact some people to see if they're willing to collaborate with me for a while. Unfortunately, most of the people I collaborated with a while back, I've jumped on a few streams, a lot of those fellas have stepped away from VTubing these days, so it's a bit worrying, really. Other than that, for everyone on this side of the world, have a good rest of your day. It's very good. And as always, for those tucking into bed, and I know you're not tucking into bed in America, but, you know, maybe you are. Good night, sweet dreams. Do watch out for those bloody Spanish. They like making fancy little puzzles and making you climb all over things. Scary. And, I will be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow, very early in the morning for you Americans, unfortunately. So if you're up at the time, you can catch me. Otherwise, I'll be streaming at like 5 AM or something like that for you Americans. Otherwise, everyone in Australia, same time tomorrow. Good night, sweet dreams. Have a good day. It's been very good. Thank you for watching.